Hey everybody, Agent of Doubt here. I'm going to just quickly touch on my political affiliation because a lot of you have followed me throughout the years on this channel, and you know where I'm coming from. I used to live in Colorado Springs, now I live in Denver, where I can be more myself, but while I was in Colorado Springs, the only way to get anything done politically was to be part of the Republican Party, and so I would be a delegate for them and just try to affect change by voting for progressive policies within their party to try to get them on the platform and support the more centrist candidates. And so now that I'm an hour and a half north of there, I don't need to be a part of that party, so I'm not. But I still watch what's going on down there. It's the political stronghold of my state, and as far as conservatism goes. And so I can, think back about the good old times of when I took scalps of, different things that I was involved in. I've got a lot of credentials to show for it, but I also have really simple collections like my I voted stickers that I've been collecting for I don't know what purpose. It's just, it's a fun thing to do, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But today I just wanted to talk about the mayoral race for Colorado Springs in 2023, which happens April 4th, because it is divorced from all state and national politics because it's on a very unique day, right? So there's nothing outside of just who's running that really affects that race as far as the pull from the community from different sectors. So this is going to be a Republican on Republican violence moment, right? And I'm here for that. And so I look down the field, and there's nobody who's declared right now in time to actually have an effective campaign who will wear the tag of Democrat. So it's all either Republican or independent. And if they're independent, they might be, just trying to fly under the radar. And, they're still Republican, but they're trying to pick up what would be the left-leaning vote down there because they're just somebody who doesn't have an R next to their name. And people go to the polls and are like, well, at least that guy doesn't have an R. So they, they vote that way. But there's the independent Yemi Mobilade, who he's a restaurant owner in Colorado Springs. They're all business owners in Colorado Springs and El Paso County, right? All of them. So all of them, although they don't have to worry about an emoluments clause like the president, they all have conflicts of interests when they eventually get into political power, such as Tim Lee from Hoff & Lee Real Estate, was a city council member in Colorado Springs for the longest time. And he, of course, was voting on zoning issues for properties that he was representing as a realtor, which is horrible to have in place as a conflict of interest. But also Mayor Steve Bach back in the day, Bach the Cock, as we knew him in the Occupy movement. He was also a real estate developer. So all of these people who are running, they have conflicts of interest for, being business owners and also being running for the mayoral seat, which is only coming open because it's term limited, right? So John Suthers, who is a very big name in the Republican Party, he is now having to step down as mayor, but his name has gotten recognition from being mayor so that he can, make a good, probably run for a higher office. But the name that stands out to me the most is Sally Clark, one of the three former county commissioners that they're all running for the same mayoral seat. Now, it's weird to me because county commissioner in Colorado Springs and El Paso County, it's a lot more of an important role than in other metro areas like in Denver where we have multiple counties. So it's like with the way that El Paso County completely envelops Colorado Springs and all of the rural towns around it, it affects politics there a lot more. And so there's a lot more, conflict of interest and opportunity for grift. And the fact that 3 people who have held that office are all running for mayor right now, I'm like, what is it about having a political campaign that allows for, people to just by virtue of their name recognition cash in on something, So Sally Clark, Darrell Glenn, those are the former county commissioners that are throwing their hat in the race. And then there's Longinos Gonzalez, who is the current county commissioner. He's also running, and he is actually probably going to be the winner. We could coronate him right now because he has all of the endorsements of all the other Republicans who are in office right now. They're supporting him, state legislators and whatnot. So I have a feeling that it's all in the bag for him, but I really feel like keeping a close eye on some of them, like Wayne Williams, who used to be the Secretary of State back when this state used to be a lot more red. Now it's a purple state, and we have a Democrat as a Colorado Secretary of State. So him being the former Secretary of State, he's got name recognition all over. And all of these people have so much name recognition in politics in Colorado. I have to believe that a lot of this is just running a campaign to keep your name alive in politics, but also to collect on political favors. Like when they eventually drop out and endorse somebody, they get a payoff for their campaign. They get to eat nice food at campaign stops, and they get to have expense accounts for having a campaign. It's just a wonderful time for politics in Colorado Springs. But the fact that it's knives out for all 3 of these former county commissioners, I'm there for that. That is awesome. It's going to be a nice scene when some of them have to eat the humble pie of losing to the other big names, and we find out that there can be only one, and it's nobody who I really care about is going to be the loser, but a lot of people who I've had to shake hands with when I was working in politics down there that I detest, they're going to have to suck it. And I like seeing that. But I'm going to keep my eye on all their political contributions and try to figure out, how they're connected to how they voted either in the past for things, and maybe they're getting kickbacks now, or, the eventual winner might have some say as far as the business dealings of other businesses that are contributing to them now. So it's fishy. It's just real fishy that it's 3 county commissioners, from the past and current, running for the same thing. eyes on you.